media, business, any industry. So you do not need to code, you do not need to know the technology, but you need to be part of building it. So that's why I'm encouraging all of us, we are part of building future right now. And in order that not to happen, everybody's voice needs to be heard. And it starts from the corporate level, it starts from the government level, and we need to be able to be part of developing that. So what a great, we see that all the time. Our one of our days is my day with AI, and we go and we explore these things. And what you just described, we see this every day. So I'm encouraged, whatever industry you are in, you need to be now raising a voice and saying, I want to be part of the development team, I want to be part of this. Like Mark said, it's not just a project in AI, it's the whole DNA, the way we operate, the AI way. I always say AI is not a skill set, it's a mindset. And it is here, and we need to all really learn how it's going to affect my life, how it's going to affect my work life, what is it, and when to use it and when not to use it. So I think I'm challenging all of us, because I'm challenging myself every day to really now be part of building it, so it will not have the results.
Talk about it. I like that.
And also, how much can we influence it? For instance, can we tweak the LLM and tell it, when you generate the response, make sure that you have 50% male, 50% female, and so on? Yeah?
Takes 10 seconds.
Well, I have a slightly different perspective on that. Because of the algorithms, the way they work is a question of statistical analysis of the content of data. And the data is historical. So the bias is going to take a long time to correct because of the way the algorithms work. When it comes to healthcare, the way this is counted is by using guardrail information. For example, when you're training a custom LLM, train it on the Mayo Clinic or the Cleveland Clinic or Harvard Health data, which is clinically validated, and then put that in front of someone who wants to know what diet I should be following. Don't use ChatGPT, because the web is full of conflicting data. Some people say be vegan to be healthy. Some people say no, you need to be a carnivore or whatever have you.
Investors, for example, that you're trying to approach. First of all, there's so much out there in terms of just doing a quick Google search. You can find out who are the top 10 investors in, say, for us, digital health, right? Within San Francisco, Silicon Valley. Let's say that's my home base. So if I figure out who I'm targeting, sometimes I can either go through connections that I have who might be mutual contacts. If you have those, rely on those, because those relationships that people have become most pivotal in terms of building that initial point of contact. Unfortunately, we're still living in a society where a lot of VCs only will invest in people that they know or are coming through a very firm relationship or friendship. So yes, they're missing out on some of the most amazing deals.
I'm going to ask Farmaraz to share his thoughts now.
Yes, actually, when I started, I also didn't have a rich Uncle Bob, right? So I had to go around begging and scrapping. There are actually crowdfunding platforms.
For a clinical trial program for testing AI-based technology. And some of that is actually being done already. So there's lots of AI healthcare solutions that are starting to go through that clinical trial journey. Us actually being one of them. We're getting ready to do our first trial here in a couple of months. And when we're working with clinicians, when we're handling people's data, it's really important to make sure that whatever your AI is sharing as a response is in fact accurate. So I think having those regulatory hurdles in place are they're time consuming, and they certainly are frustrating for entrepreneurs like me to deal with, but they're also a very necessary part of the puzzle.
Yeah, that's really nice. Do we have any questions from the audience? Message, like an inspirational message in one line for all our women audience out there, because our topic is women in AI, two powerful forces changing the world, and we just follow the chronological order. So Mark, you can start.
Then I will go for nothing is real. It's reality is only a matter of perspective, and if you decide it's all easy, you will make it so.
Tarza?
I would go with my 3 C's. I always say commit, connect, and create. Commit that you're going to learn 5 minutes a day, and connect with the right people that you feel that they relate how you want to learn it, and start creating. Go and explore and have fun. But those were the start today.
if I were asked?
I would focus on, I would second all of this, I would also say persistence. You will not succeed as a startup if you're not persistent. You will fall, but get up and dust yourself off and go at it again. If you don't persist, you're not going to succeed. So persistence is what I would focus on.
Rashmi?
I would say go with your gut. When I was first starting out, there were a lot of people giving me a lot of advice from many different walks of life, and not all of it was good advice. So go with your intuition. When your body's trying to tell you something, you have a visceral response to meeting with someone, make a note of that. Try to understand why you're having that response when you're meeting with that person, because it's something that you're ignoring, a little red flag maybe, or maybe a green flag when you get excited after chatting with someone for half an hour. You're going to get a lot of guidance from a lot of people, but it's up to you to be that internal compass and figure out what direction to take. So be self-reliant.
So from my perspective, and on that note, from Vin's perspective, is of course pay it forward, but on a personal perspective, also manifest. If you really believe on something intuitively, just go after it, it would happen. So just manifest, have your vision and goal in space, visualize it, and it will happen. So on that note, thank you everybody for joining us for this engaging discussion and the convergence of women and AI. These two forces, they unite and the possibilities are limitless. So let's go for it. And I'd like to thank, if we can just have a photograph. And I'd also like to thank CI, the We Lead Lounge, which has been created by them, and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation for supporting this. So thank you everybody, and the audience, you've been amazing because we all get our energies from you. So I could see the faces, I could see that you all were like really, really into the conversation. So thank you for engaging our audience today, and for us, that's really cool. So thank you.